Psychology says if a woman does certain things, it's a strong sign she finds you attractive. And the fascinating part? These behaviors are backed by science. Most men never learn how to spot the real signals of attraction, which means they miss genuine opportunities with women who actually like them. Don't let that be you. In this video, I'll walk you through 20 science-backed behaviors that reveal attraction. Make sure you stay until the very end, because the last one is the easiest to miss, but also the hardest to fake. Let's start with the first one. She subtly adjusts her tempo to yours. Many people think attraction shows up in obvious ways, like giggling too much or tossing her hair, but psychologists have found something much quieter. When a woman is drawn to you, she often matches her rhythm to yours without even realizing it. If you lean back in your chair, seconds later she might do the same. If you take a sip from your glass, her hand might follow. This isn't mockery, it's her nervous system syncing up with yours. Researchers call it behavioral synchrony, and it's one of the brain's hidden green lights for attraction. Imagine two dancers moving to the same beat without planning it. That automatic alignment is her body's way of saying, I want to stay connected. The second sign is that she reveals micro-pauses in her speech. Studies in conversational analysis show that when someone finds another person attractive, their language patterns shift slightly. A woman who finds you appealing may add tiny pauses where she normally wouldn't. These aren't long, awkward silences. They're split-second breaks where her brain is processing both what you said and how it made her feel. Think of it as her words double-checking with her emotions before leaving her mouth. That hesitation doesn't happen with just anyone. It's her subconscious slowing down because you matter. The third behavior is head tilting when you speak. Researchers studying courtship behavior have noticed that head tilts increase when a woman is intrigued or attracted. Why? Because tilting exposes the vulnerable side of the neck, an area our brain unconsciously associates with trust and openness. If she leans into your words at a slight angle, it's more than casual listening. It's a subtle invitation, the body's way of saying, I feel safe with you. Dogs do it when they're curious, babies do it when they're connecting, and women do it when attraction is at play. The fourth signal hides in her eyes, her pupils. Forget the cliché advice about reading body language. If you want one of the most reliable signs of attraction, look at her pupils. Research shows pupils naturally dilate when we see something or someone we like. It's not something she can fake or control. When she finds you appealing, her eyes literally open wider to drink in more of you. That's her emotional brain hijacking her biology. So next time you're in conversation and the lighting hasn't changed, notice if her eyes seem to light up. That dilation isn't random, it's her physiology marking you as desirable. Fifth, she makes micro-investments in you. Attraction isn't always about grand gestures. It often shows up in small ways. Maybe she passes you the sauce before you ask, remembers a small detail from your story, or leans in so you don't have to raise your voice. These tiny efforts are her brain's way of spending extra energy on you. Researchers call it reciprocal altruism light. She gives without expecting much in return because, in her mind, you're already worth the effort. The sixth behavior is self-interruption. When a woman is drawn to someone, she may cut herself off mid-thought, not because she's bored, but because her attention is split between what she's saying and how you make her feel. Psychology research shows that when emotional arousal rises, verbal processing can stumble. That's why she might start a sentence, laugh, and then redirect. It's not clumsiness, it's her nervous system juggling excitement with self-presentation. Seventh, she primes future overlap. Women often unconsciously test-fit men into their future in small ways. She might mention a cafe she loves and say, you'd probably like it, or bring up an event and imagine you there too. These aren't invitations, they're projections. Her brain is already inserting you into upcoming experiences, and that doesn't happen with people she feels neutral about. The eighth sign is how she handles silence. Attraction changes how quiet moments feel. With someone she isn't drawn to, silence feels awkward and must be filled quickly. But if she's interested, she'll linger in conversational dead air. Research shows that people who enjoy each other's company tolerate pauses longer, and those pauses actually deepen intimacy. If she lets silence breathe, she's savoring the moment with you. Ninth, watch her micro-expressions. Most men look for big, obvious smiles, but the strongest signals are quick flashes of exaggerated emotion. Maybe her eyebrows raise higher than necessary, or her laugh bursts out faster than normal before she reins it in. These micro-expressions are sparks of her nervous system firing hotter around you. The 10th sign is resistance to distraction. Studies show that when we're drawn to someone, background noise fades away. So if the server walks by or music changes and she stays locked in on you, that's not politeness. It's her brain's reward system prioritizing you. 11th, she repositions objects between you. If she leaves her phone, cup, or bag in the middle, she's neutral. But if she shifts them aside, she's subconsciously removing barriers. Psychologists call this a nonverbal invitation to closeness. 12th, she calibrates her humor to yours. If she adjusts her jokes, mirrors your sarcasm, or riffs off your rhythm, it's her brain fine-tuning connection. This humor alignment doesn't happen with everyone. It's reserved for people who matter. 13th, she elongates time with you. If she stretches conversations, adds little tangents, or casually delays goodbyes, that's her bending time to stay in your presence. 14th, she increases self-references. When attracted, women naturally use more I, me, my language. It's not vanity, it's her weaving her identity into the interaction. 15th, she creates micro-echoes of intimacy. Maybe she lowers her voice slightly when saying your name, or leans closer when she doesn't need to. These small intimacy cues slip out because attraction overrides her boundaries. 16th, she reveals subtle physiological shifts. Her breathing may quicken, her skin tone may flush, or her hands may fidget. These aren't dramatic, they're small leaks of nervous system arousal. 17th, she shares small vulnerabilities. By admitting tiny flaws, like forgetting names or being bad with directions, she's testing whether you'll accept her. Attraction makes us want to be seen, not just admired. 18th, she guards your attention. If someone else enters a space and she subtly pivots back toward you or glances to check if you're still focused, that's her subconscious protecting her bond with you. 19th, she ties you to sensory recall. Maybe she says a song will remind her of your conversation, or a smell will always connect to the moment with you. That's her brain embedding you into her sensory map, making you part of her lived experience. And finally, number 20, micro-corrections in grooming. She might smooth her sleeve, tuck her hair, or press her lips lightly. These aren't vanity moves, they're subtle signals her body sends when someone she finds.